Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Chef Rob. Today we're going to make some winter sprinkle sugar cookies. These can be made all year long. Just change the sprinkle with the holiday you may be celebrating. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our dry ingredients, 1.5 cups of the all-purpose flour in a medium bowl. So let's start with that. I have a wire whisk handy. So I have 1 full cup of the flour right here, nice and level. A 1/2 cup. So a total of 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to take 1.5 teaspoons of the baking powder. Make sure it is nice and level. There's our 1 and now our 1/2. Add that right in here. We're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon, so just a little bit, of salt. Just add that right in. Take a wire whisk, mix this really well, and just set this aside. You're not going to preheat your oven because it is really important to have the dough stay in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, okay? For them to come out really good, make sure you do that, okay? We're going to take a large bowl now, and we're going to take 3/4 of a cup of the white granulated sugar. So I have a 1/2 cup right here, and a 1/4 cup. And I took this stick of butter out about 1.5 hours ago, so you should be able to kind of just squeeze it just like that. You don't want it melted and you don't want it cold. Very important that whatever the recipe says for the butter, make sure it is that way. And this one is room temperature. So we're just going to take a hand mixer and we are just going to beat this. So we are just going to beat this on medium-high for about 1 minute until the butter and the sugar is creamed together. So you don't want to see any sugar left. Again, it will take about 1 minute doing it, medium-high speed. And then also have 1 egg, room temperature, ready to go, and a teaspoon of the pure vanilla extract. Okay, so this is all creamed together. Let's just take 1 egg, 1 large egg, just drop that right in there. And we're going to take 1 teaspoon of the pure vanilla extract, add that in here, and we are going to beat this on high for about 1 minute. Okay, this is all together nicely. We're going to take our dry ingredients, add them into the large bowl, and we're just going to beat that on low, just until it's combined. You want a 1/2 cup of whatever type of sprinkles you may be using. So it could be the rainbow sprinkles, if you're making these at Valentine's Day, red and white, or little pink sprinkles. St. Patrick's Day, green and white, so you can change your red, white, and blue around Flag Day, Memorial Day, July 4th. So this is all together. Now I'm just going to take the 1/2 cup of the sprinkles, and you're just going to reserve just a little bit for the tops of these. Okay, so we're going to add these right in here, and we're just going to bring the dough together. And then we're going to roll these into little balls, and we're going to put these in the refrigerator soon. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, if you have gloves or just your hands, just bring the dough together. Okay, don't overwork the dough. Just get it to where it's nice and combined like that. You should have just nice sprinkles throughout. And this is only if you want to do it, dip it into more sprinkles. Okay, you want to take about 2 tablespoons and roll it into a ball just like this, and then just lightly dip the tops right in here and put them on either a plate or on your pan that would be ready to bake if you have room in your refrigerator. Usually a plate would be a little bit easier to do. Make sure that the cookie balls are all the same size so when they do come out of the oven they all bake at the same temperature and time. Okay, and you should get in between 16 to 20 cookies. Okay, these are going to go in a 350 oven, and they will take about 12 to 13 minutes. But remember, chill this dough for 2 hours at least. Okay, so this is our last one. So I did get 16 out of this batch. I just lightly press the sprinkles in here. We're going to wrap this, cover this, and chill it for 2 hours. Move this out of the way. Just make sure you kind of wrap it really well so the dough does not dry out. And then we will bake this in the 350 oven for 12 to 13 minutes. The press and seal for this is really good if you have that. So just go like this and refrigerate. Okay, so our winter sprinkle sugar cookies have been in the refrigerator for 2 hours. You can see they are nice and solid. So we are going to place these about 3 inches apart because they really are going to spread. So definitely have at least 2 baking sheets ready to go. And I got 16 out of this batch right here. Just make sure this spread out really well. And we're going to pop these into a 350 oven. And then we're going to let them cool when they come out. We're just going to make sure the edges are a little crisp, but the center is a little soft. When they come out, we let them sit and they'll finish baking. So let's put these into a 350 oven for about 12 to 13 minutes. So our winter sprinkle cookies came out of the oven. I want to show everybody that this right here is nice and crisp, but if you go like this into the top, you could see it's nice and soft. That's exactly how they should be. Let them cool for about 5 minutes on the baking pan. Use parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. Also, halfway through, take the pans like this with all cookies and rotate them. Okay, that way the tops and the bottoms get cooked nice and evenly. Okay, so you just put them on a platter, just like this. They will freeze very good. They will stay nice and fresh for up to 5 days. Like I said before, you can always use any type of sprinkle depending on what holiday you may be celebrating. And these are very colorful. And they are soft and chewy, and remember there's only 8 ingredients in this, so it's very easy, very quick to make. Better homemade than store-bought. Enjoy.